All right, we are back. We have moved locations because there's lots of naked people that keep walking into the frame, and we cannot film them. They've offered, but we cannot film them. So before we left off on our other conversation, we were talking about how supportive the Texas music scene is. Now, why do you think Texas is more supportive than other states? Because they are. They are.
It's a sense of community. We're writing songs from the heart down here, man. And everybody's pouring their heart and soul into their music. People want to be on board with that, they can relate to it, I think, a lot better than, I won't say better than other places, but definitely down here, everyone relates to the music, and the music speaks for itself.
It does. Now, you're from North Carolina, so how does your music scene, and even your music in general, differ in North Carolina than it does Texas?
Actually, well, I tell you, I played I played a lot of different kind of music. I was into Dave Matthews Band, Leonard Skinner, Widespread Panic, he's like a jam band from Georgia. And then I was into the Allman Brothers Band. Marshall Tucker Band was big. They're from South Carolina. There's a band called the Blue Dogs that I was into a lot, and they're on a pretty high level in the Carolinas. And we used to go around to their shows and learn how to play music from these guys. We got to be exposed to that at a young age, 15, 16 years old. And it was just a good way to grow up. But I also got exposed to bluegrass music a lot growing up. My dad was really into it, and he got me into it. And we would go to bluegrass festivals. And there was this place in Columbia, South Carolina called Bill's Pickin' Parlor, owned by a man named Bill Wells, who was an old-time bluegrasser. And he used to have this little contest on every Friday night. And you go into the back of his shop, and there's this huge open room back there, almost like a warehouse.
Yeah.
And there's just tons of people in there with dobros and mandolins and banjos and guitars, and they're all in these little circles, working up songs. And at the end of the night, you take the song up on stage and you play it, and Bill and his people would judge it, and whoever won it get $50 or $100 off, for store credit or whatever. So it was fun. You just when you learn from those old timers how to play that kind of music, it really rolls the carpet out to play country music. It really gets you kind of like a jump start.
Yeah, you got a really good background in there with bluegrass, and that's probably a really neat experience that not everybody gets.
And that's a traditional way of playing bluegrass. You got one shotgun microphone on the stage, and everybody is around it, And so when the lead singer's singing, he'll lean in and sing, and then he'll lean back, and when everybody does the harmony, they all come in, and then when it's time for the mandolin to do its solo, he gets up close to the mic, And that's a really fun way to come up and learn how to play music.
So is this the first music interview you've done at the Nudist Colony?
Yes. It sure is. I really appreciate you doing this too.
I appreciate you bringing me out here. This is a pretty awesome spot.
It's a great place. I mean, we got a beautiful lake back here.
Oh yeah.
There's that float that's out there in that pond. I've seen people get drunk and pass out on that thing, and they'll float around that pond for hours, and then they'll come back. It's a fun place, man.
I bet the parties out here are
crazy.
It's
great. They're having one right now. You can probably hear the music in the background.
Yeah, I can hear it in the background. Hopefully nobody else walks into frame while we're over here.
Yeah, they got a pool party going on over there.
They have a pool party over there, a little hot tub party going on over there.
Yeah. Yeah, we got indoor hot tub, outdoor hot tub, and you could sit probably 20 people in that outdoor one. And they got a pool up there with a cabana. And I don't know how many acres this lake is. It looks to be about probably 12 to 15 acres maybe.
Well, shout out to Dave, right? Because
David Skaggs.
Yeah, he's the one that's come out here, do this interview.
Yeah, Dave's been a great friend to me. I've known Dave for probably 4 or 5 years now, I think. And I've been playing here for about 3 years, doing gigs out here. And man, they're so supportive. Whenever I come play here, I mean, they sing along to the songs and they get into it, and we have a good time. It's a really good time.
Do you have one memory from this place that you absolutely just love?
There's so many. There's so many. But I think I would say the Burning Man party was probably the best party that I've been to out here, because they had, I think, close to 400 people that night, And when they lit that effigy on fire,
Yeah.
it's 50 foot tall.
Where did they put it? It's hard to imagine.
It's right over there by the cabins.
400 people out
Yeah,
there.
they spent a week building the thing out of like railroad ties, and they got some
Yeah.
hay and stuff on it, and they were just soaking diesel fuel and lighting it on fire.
That
And,
sounds fun. I
yeah.
want to go to that.
Yeah, they have the fire department on standby for that one. It's probably their favorite gig.
Probably so.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So as far as original music goes, you are more of an original music person. Like you've got a lot of your own stuff and your own content out there, and that's what's so great about the Oklahoma and Texas music scene is that people want to hear the original stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
and
they
that's
wanna hear
that's
it.
greatly appreciated. Like I can't appreciate that enough. You know, that people want more original stuff. You know, I'm real careful with the way I write songs. I try to put as much dynamics into it without overdoing it. You know, because my biggest fear is having somebody come up and be like, "Hey, that sounds like that song." Like I don't ever want somebody to say that one song sounds like a different one. Like if you listen to the album I have out now, All the Miles in Texas, like there's really no consistency to the style of song that's on there. Like they're all kind of like unique in their own way, and we did that for a reason. Like we wanted to just like for a first record just showcase like this is what I've got, and this is what I'm capable of, and this is what I write about. You know.
But I like that. I like when an artist does not have consistency throughout the album.
I do too.
Because there's artists where you hear one song and you've heard one, so you've heard them all, you know, and it's like, come on, give us something different, give us something new.
Yeah, I want to showcase like all of my influences, you know, that I've been with over the years. You know, like I want to have that come out in the music. You know, just it shows people where you're from and what you're about, and that's like engraved in your soul. You know, like that's part of your core. And I love hearing people's original music.
Yeah.
I've always told people that like the B-side songs, the ones that don't get on the radio, to me are always the best ones.
You know, we were talking about that earlier, and I was telling you I don't like Train.
Yeah.
And you were like, well, you've got to hear
this
B-side song, Trains. And so I listened to it, and I'm like, you know what? There's actually substance behind this.
Yeah.
And I hate to admit
It's a
it, but
beautiful song.
maybe I actually kind of like it.
The song I played for her was Hopeless by Train. It's on the Drops of Jupiter album. I think it's number 5.
Number 5? Yeah, you have it memorized. This dude still has CDs. He still uses his CD player.
I'm older than I look. For sure.
So we're going to get a song from you today.
Okay.
And do you have one in mind for us?
You want something new?
Let's hear whatever you want to hear. Or whatever you want to play.
All right. Play a song. It's a song that a friend of mine named Peyton Howie wrote together. It's called Sand. Since we're on the beach.
Since we're on the beach, why not? The lake beach. We're on a lake beach.
Well, this hourglass running out of sand. I can't take a walk down memory lane without feeling the touch of your hand. We left our footprints in the sands of time, from the California beaches to the Smoky Mountainside. All the memories that we made, slowly they began to fade into the shadows of my mind. God, please take me instead, and please help me understand why she's slipping through my hands. She's slipping through my hands just like sand. These waves keep crashing where we stand. One by one they tear away a piece of this land where we built this life together. And lighter than a feather, I watch you float away into the wind. God, please take me instead. And please help me understand why she's slipping through my hands, slipping through my hands just like sand, slipping through my hands just like sand. I still see your footprints on this beach. How can you feel so close to me yet so far out of reach? As I watch the sunset fade away with an arrow through my heart here in the sand. God, please take me instead. And please help me understand why she's slipping through my hands, slipping through my hands just like sand, just like sand. That's a new one.
Bronco Jr., y'all. And you can catch him on all the social media sites. You've got Instagram, you've got Facebook. Now, are you on TikTok as well?
No, I don't do TikTok. The Instagram is Gringo Outlaw.